800 to be done. 800, if you follow what Rasulullah forbidden to be done. Each one of them will give you barakat, will give you blessings, lights, and rahamat. If you do 2, 3, 4, 5, according to how much you do, that will come to you. So on the day of judgment, it's called Yawmul Hasra. That day is called Yawmul Hasra. The day of regret. Yawmul Taghabun. The day of loss. Because people will find out how much they lost when they neglected in dunya to do all of this. Not only kafir will be in a bad situation, mu'min will also be in a bad situation. Unless there's shafa of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which should save all of us. But mu'min also will regret. وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ. The zalim will be biting his hands. يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمَا اتَّخِذْ فُلَانًا خَلِيلًا. I wish I did not take this one as my friend. What does your friend teach you? You have to have a good friend teach you good. Don't have a friend that teaches you bad. ويوم يعض الظالم على يديه ويقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا. I wish I had taken with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a way. That is your murshid. Your murshid is the one that you take, so he can take you to these doors of rahmah. The murshid is the one that he has to know all 1,300 doors, or else he is not a perfect murshid. He is naqis. He is not kamil. Naqis. Naqis means deficient. Kamil is the one that knows all of these doors. A waliyullah cannot be waliyullah unless he follows Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the T, to the end. He has to follow every step of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or else he would not be given wilayat. When he follows Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the utmost perfection, then he understands what he needs to make his murid do. But when you have a murshid that is deficient, he will not teach you how to reach that Jannah of yours and how to open all these doors of rahmah on you. Ya Rabbi. Subhanallah al-Ali al-Azim. Look what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what Mawlana Shaykh is saying. These are all Mawlana Shaykh Nazim Sohbats. People have forgotten his Sohbats. Look, you have to tell yourself, عليك أن تقول لنفسك, you have to tell yourself. وأن تعلن لنفسك, you have to declare to yourself. Not only tell, you have to make it into a big, hear ye, hear ye. Oh, my bad ego. أن تعلن لنفسك أنك تارك له. I am leaving that. What Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has forbidden. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden. You have to tell yourself, I don't accept أنا لا أرضى من الكذب. I don't accept lying. I don't accept خيانة, betraying. I don't accept غيبة, gossiping. I don't accept buhtan, false claims about somebody. I don't accept zina, fornication. I don't accept qumar, gambling. I don't accept stealing. I don't accept smoking. I don't accept 800. How would we know the 800? We only know like 10. Today I got a message from a convert. He said, everything is halal, right? Except pork. He said, yeah, what are you going to say? I mean, he has to pick the halal meat. Now you have the chance to do that. In the past, you didn't have the chance. But still, if you cannot find it, you say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And you can eat the meat of the Ahlul Kitab, of the Christians and the Jews. It's okay if you cannot find it. So he is a convert. He's asking. Everything is halal except pork. He's trying to find out what he will leave. But he starts there. We only know also pork. What's the difference between us, shuyukh, and imam, and khalifa, and I don't know what, when we are still at the same level as a newly convert? How many things we know to leave? 10? Let's count. Gambling, drinking, pork, what else? Smoking. 7. 8.
Like I said, the false claims. Yeah.
Both then.
Yeah.
9, 10.
Just 10.
10.
Jealousy, contempt.
12. No matter how much okay, 50, mashallah, we are so big ulama. We know the diseases of our hearts and our egos. We have found 50. Say 100, mashallah, you are advanced. Still, there are 700 doors that are closed. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim said he went into Khalwa, and Mawlana Sheikh Abdullah told him to write down the bad characteristics that he found out about his ego. Your Sheikh will open that to you. The Sheikh is the one supposed to show you the bad characteristic that's inside of you. But if your Sheikh has the bad characteristic, he's not going to be able to show you the bad characteristic. So you have to be careful. So Mawlana Sheikh Nazim said, I found 165. In the beginning. He was in the beginning of his training. But he could still find 165. He was writing them down. As days went by, Mawlana Sheikh Abdullah was opening to his heart to show him bad characteristics one by one. So when you leave something that is forbidden, تلك الرحمة أيضا ترسل عليك. That rahmah also will be sent to you in your Jannah to make it more glamorous, more decorated. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim has said that, and this is hadith, that to leave one forbidden is better than worshipping all the worship of insan and jinn. If you worship with the worship of all human beings and all spiritual jinn, by leaving one forbidden, you are gaining more than worshipping all that. One forbidden. Because Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam was thrown out of Jannah because of one forbidden. One. He said, all of this is yours. Means you do anything you want. Except don't do this. One. And he got out of Jannah because of one forbidden. And we cannot do that. Look how Maulana opens doors of mercy. He says, that's why Maulana Sheikh Nazim is saying, Ya Rabbi, every morning you have to say this. يا ربي نويت الإتيان ب500 ما جاء به النبي على قدر استطاعتي. Oh my Lord, I will do all the 500 acts of goodness that Rasulullah ﷺ has taught his ummah. Make the intention. Make the niyyah. And during the day, if some of these come through you and you are intending to do it, even if you don't know that you've done it, but you have intended to do it, it will be written on you, for you, and that door of mercy in Jannah will be opened for you. Even if you have not known that you have done it. And also you say, Ya Rabbi, nawaitu tark kulla manhiyin an alladhi nahaytana an. Oh my Lord, I intend to leave every forbidden act. If you make that intention, that I will do everything that was taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I will leave everything that was forbidden by you and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, فَلَوْ غَلَبَتْكَ نَفْسَكَ. Even if your ego غلب, defeats you. You know, the wrestlers, it takes you down. Even if your ego takes you down, Grand Sheikh is saying, and you did something that is forbidden, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will write it for you that you did it by mistake. Because you have intended not to do it. Your intention was not to do it, but your ego overpowered you. And you fell into that trap or that mistake, but you did not want to do it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala تدخل في خطاب الرسول رفع عن أمة الخطأ والنسيان. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven from my ummah mistakes and forgetfulness. So you have mistaken. That's why we say, Maulana is quoting it, in after Isha, it is recommended to read Aman al-Rasul, because we say, ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. Oh our Lord, please excuse us, pardon us, forgive us if we have forgotten or if we have done a mistake. That means I am intending to do good and to leave bad, but if I forgot, please pardon me. If I have done a mistake, please pardon me. Maulana Sheikh Nazim is opening that door of mercy for us, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pardon you. That means these doors will continue to be open. Continue to be open. Inshallah, we can do that. It's just niyyah. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Your amal, your deed is according to your niyyah, according to your intention. So if you intend good and you by mistake don't do it, or if you intend not to do good, not to do bad, and by mistake you do it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive. So decorate your house, your mansion, your palace in Jannah. In Jannah. Be patient, that's the foundation, as we learned from Anbiya'ullah's life, and build up your home, your mansion with the amal salih, with the good deed, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give more. Will give more. Allah, He said, إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُم بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. That's the only Urdu I know, بِحِساب. No accounting. Sabir will be given his ajr, his reward or her reward without measurements. The rewards will be poured. Sometimes you see these trucks, dumped. Nobody is counting how many rocks coming down, how much garbage. Everything is coming down.
Yes.
Not like one by one. I give you 10. I give you no. بحساب بغير حساب. If you are sabir, if you are patient, and our tariqah is tahammul al-addad. Our tariqah is the bearing of opposites. That's what Sayyidina Abi Yazid al-Bastami has said. Our tariqah is to be able to take the opposites that come your way. Our tariqah is not easy. You're going to have opposites come your way. Why? Because the Shaykh is showing you your bad characteristics. My bad characteristics. I have seen few. Inshallah, he shows me more.
Inshallah, you don't have that.
We all are swimming in that, Shaykh. Nobody is not swimming. Only Insan Kamil is not swimming in that. Sayyidina Abdul Khaliq al-Jawani, he said, for 37 years, I have not stepped over najasat, dirtiness. Didn't say I stepped on dirtiness. I didn't even step over it. That means when there was a najasat, when there was dirtiness on the road, on our spiritual road, they didn't step in it. They didn't even go over it. They went around it. We go over and we step in. That's our character, because we are still learning. But grand sheikhs, they want us to be pure. They want to clean us. So they will send your way something you don't like. With that something you don't like, you understand the quality that's inside of you. How? What's the grade of it? They have poor quality, good, average, good, excellent. And Allah's quality inside, excellent. Muridan, we claim to be, what Muridan? Shuyukh. We claim to be shuyukh. Our characteristic, let's say below average. Okay, let's not say poor. It's below poor. Below poor. Don't give yourself a slack. Don't cut yourself a slack. Don't give yourself any chance of thinking that it's good. Even when you say below average, I felt that, below average is still something. Not even that. Not even that. You have to say you are a bad one. Who taught us to say that? Anbiya'ullah. Where is it mentioned in the Quran al-Kareem? Surah Yusuf. Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, what did he say? وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي. I will not give a break or cut myself a break. My ego. I will not say it's an innocent one. إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. Nafs, the ego, is the one that always لَأَمَّارَةٌ مش آمرة, not orders. Ammara means so much orders, so much ordering, badness.
Like her nature.
The nature of the ego is to order you madness, plentiful. So always, even in this, when I said I wanted to say poor, but then my ego said no, below average. Still, you're good. Maulana opens that door, shows you. No, you say, you are the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. One murid was given his amanat because he said, I am even lower than shaitan. Sincerely and truthfully in his heart, he saw himself lower than shaitan. That's what I heard from Maulana Shaykh Hisham, one murid. He sat in the masjid by himself. He was very upset at himself, and he said, you are truly worse than shaitan. He was telling his ego. Ego is worse than shaitan. It's the biggest shaitan. Because look what ego can do. Shaitan lies to people, deceives people, but the ego can burn people alive.
لا حول ولا
Can,
قوة
they
إلا
can cut them up. Look at the wahshiyya, savageness, savagery that an ego can go into. So he said, you are lower than shaitan. He was given his amanat because he was saying it with truthfully from his heart. He has seen himself so low. So don't give yourself any break. No, always say that I am a weak one. Oh my Lord, help me. I am a weak one. Help me to do good, all 500. Help me to leave the bad, all 800. Make me from the ones that follow the way of Anbiya'ullah, which is moral excellence, ihsan. Always, they see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always with them. They never separate from Him. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep us with them, walking in their footsteps. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us on the right path. Ya Rabbi. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم اللهم اجعلنا من المتبعين لشريعته المتصفين بمحبته المهتدين بهديه وسيرته اللهم توفنا على ملته ولا تحرمنا فضل شفاعته واحشرنا في أتباعه الغر المحجلين الوفد المتقبلين يا أرحم الراحمين بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبسر سورة الفاتحة. Alhamdulillah, inshallah we can meet again and read more. مولانا الصحبة